What if I told you that the reality you're living right now is not fixed, but flexible, shaped entirely by the energy you unknowingly send out every moment? What if every failure, every block, every loop you keep repeating is not your fault, but a result of a hidden system designed to keep you powerless? Ancient civilizations knew a method to override this system, to manipulate energy and bend reality itself, but it was erased, buried, hidden from the masses, until now. In this video, you will discover that your thoughts are not just thoughts. Your emotions are not just feelings. They are waves, and waves bend the world around you. This isn't self-help. This is ancient physics resurrected. But before we begin, stop, sit down, find a quiet space, take one sip of water, and if your soul is ready, subscribe to this channel and comment Energy Mastered below. Because once you begin this journey, you'll never see reality the same again. This knowledge will change your vibration, or it will haunt you until you finally awaken. Everything you've been told about reality is a lie. You were raised to believe the world is solid, objective, and unchanging, that you are a passive observer, trapped in a system that just happens to you. But what if I told you, you are not observing reality? You are creating it. Right now, with every thought you think, with every emotion you feel, you're not powerless. You've just been programmed to believe you are. The most terrifying experiment in quantum physics proved this: the double-slit experiment. Scientists fired particles through two slits and discovered something insane. When no one observed, the particles acted like waves, existing in all possible states. But the moment someone watched, they collapsed into one form. Just by being observed, reality changed. That means the universe is not static. It responds to consciousness, to you. And if reality changes when you look at it, what happens when you decide to focus, when you feel something on purpose? What if you could train your focus like a weapon, point it, channel it, and reshape the world around you? The truth is, you already are. But without awareness, you're manifesting by accident. You're bending reality unconsciously, and that's exactly what they want. A society that doesn't know its own power is easy to control. But now you're waking up. The game is no longer rigged unless you choose to keep playing blind. Because here's the truth they never wanted you to hear. If you are the observer, then you hold the power to choose the reality that unfolds. Not someday, not through hard work, but right now, through energy. If you don't learn to use it deliberately, it will use you. So ask yourself, are you observing life, or are you finally ready to rewrite it? Because in the next part, I'll show you how infinite versions of your life already exist, and how to finally choose the one they told you was impossible. Right now, there are multiple versions of you existing in parallel. The wealthy you, the confident you, the awakened you who bends reality like it's clay. But here's the question: why are you only living one version, the most limited one? The answer lies in one of the strangest ideas in science: quantum superposition. Schrodinger's cat. Maybe you've heard of it. A cat is placed in a box with a deadly trigger. Until someone opens the box, that cat is both alive and dead. Not a metaphor. A literal quantum paradox. What does that mean for you? That until you observe a reality, every version of it exists. That includes the you who's powerful beyond belief. The you who already knows how to manipulate energy. That version is waiting. But most people never choose it. Why? Because they're stuck focusing on what they don't want. They're observing failure, fear, and limitation over and over again, locking themselves into a feedback loop of scarcity. Reality isn't something that happens, it's something you collapse into being with your focus, your emotions, your subconscious habits. You've been taught to believe that life is random, but the quantum field doesn't respond to luck. It responds to intention. And the moment you begin focusing on the version of yourself you desire, really feeling it as if it already exists, everything begins to shift. Not in some vague spiritual way, but in a measurable, energetic way. Because when you feel that future, your energy field starts broadcasting it, and the universe listens. You don't need to build that life from scratch. It's already built. You just need to tune into it. But here's the kicker. If you keep focusing on the wrong version, that's the one you keep activating. Every day you wake up and choose the same thoughts, the same doubts, the same limits. You're recreating the life you don't want. But you don't have to anymore, because in the next part you'll discover how your thoughts are not trapped inside your head. They are energy waves already shaping the world around you. Most people believe their thoughts stay locked inside their heads, silent, harmless, private. But that's a lie. Your thoughts are not just mental noise. They are energy. And that energy doesn't stay in your skull. It radiates out, reshaping the quantum field around you every second. Your brain is not a biological calculator. It's a quantum transmitter. Inside your neurons are structures called microtubules. According to physicist Sir Roger Penrose and anesthesiologist Dr. Stuart Hameroff, these microtubules process quantum information, making your brain a literal biological quantum computer. That means your thoughts are not passive. They're active waves, broadcasting frequency into space, influencing atoms, energy, and even outcomes. You're not just reacting to life. You're influencing it constantly. Dr. Bruce Lipton showed that your beliefs can literally alter your DNA. Dr. Rupert Sheldrake proved that human consciousness is connected through morphic fields, an invisible web where thoughts ripple outward and influence others. And here's what they never taught you in school. The moment you focus on fear, doubt, or failure, your brain sends electromagnetic waves that collapse reality into those outcomes. You attract exactly what you vibrate. Your energy doesn't lie. You can dress nice, act confident, say the right words, but if your dominant frequency is anxiety, the field responds to that. This is why people feel stuck even when they try to think positive, because deep down, they're still vibrating at the level of lack. But when you shift your frequency by feeling a different reality, everything begins to reorganize. You become a magnet for experiences that match your new signal. This is not magic. This is quantum biology in action. So if your life hasn't changed yet, it's not because you're broken, it's because you're broadcasting the wrong signal. And here's the mind bomb. You can think all the right things, but if you don't feel them, they don't land. Because in the next part, we'll uncover the root cause of failed manifestation and why without emotion, your power to bend reality will always fall flat. Here's the brutal truth. Most people are manifesting backwards, and that's why nothing ever changes. They think manifestation is about wanting something, visualizing it, hoping for it. But the universe doesn't respond to your wants. It responds to your frequency. And your frequency is not shaped by what you think. It's shaped by what you feel. You say you want wealth, but deep down you feel scarcity. You say you want love, but inside you're vibrating loneliness and self-doubt. And that's what gets broadcasted into the field. The universe isn't punishing you. It's just echoing your dominant emotional state. Here's the paradox no one teaches. If you feel like you don't have it, you can't attract it, no matter how many vision boards you make. But if you feel like it's already yours, you collapse into that timeline. Your body becomes the signal of that new reality. And the field responds. This is why the heart is more powerful than the mind alone. Your thoughts set the direction, but your emotions power the signal. And if they're out of sync, nothing happens. You must embody the result before it arrives. Live in the frequency of success, confidence, abundance, not someday, But now, this isn't pretending, it's alignment. Because energy doesn't follow logic, it follows vibration. So here's what to do right now. Close your eyes, take a slow breath. Picture your highest self, the version of you who already has the reality you want. Feel what they feel. Breathe how they breathe. Think how they think. And let that state consume you. Stay there for 60 seconds. That's all it takes to begin rewriting your field. Not tomorrow, not after a course. Now. Because if you don't shift your emotional frequency, you'll stay stuck in the same loop, thinking hard, trying harder, and manifesting nothing. This is your exit. This is how it begins. If you feel the truth in this, if you know this is the shift you've been waiting for, then comment Energy Mastered below, smash the like button, and subscribe now. Because in the next part, we'll unlock the true power source inside your body, the electromagnetic force that makes your brain look weak. And once you learn how to use it, your ability to bend reality will skyrocket.
If you haven't liked this video yet, do it now. Because what you're about to hear may be the most controversial truth in this entire journey. Your brain is not the most powerful organ in your body. Your heart is. For decades, you've been taught that your mind is the center of intelligence, power, and manifestation. But science has proven otherwise. Your heart generates an electromagnetic field up to 5,000 times stronger than your brain. That's not speculation. That's measurable fact, which means your emotions, not your thoughts, carry the real signal that shapes reality. This is why you can say affirmations all day long, but if your heart doesn't believe them, nothing changes. The HeartMath Institute discovered something incredible. When your thoughts and emotions align in perfect harmony, your body enters a state called heart-brain coherence. In this state, your electromagnetic field expands, your nervous system stabilizes, and your influence on the quantum field becomes exponential. Reality starts to organize itself around your emotional frequency. You become magnetic. But the opposite is also true. If you think one thing and feel another, your energy field becomes chaotic. Confused signals a weak manifestation. That's why people who feel fear, even when acting brave, still attract chaos. Because the field responds to your core frequency, not your mask. The key to manipulating energy is not controlling every thought. It's aligning the ones that matter with your emotional state. And your heart is the gateway. It broadcasts your intentions louder than your words, stronger than your logic, deeper than your subconscious programming. Right now, place your hand over your chest. Feel it beat. That pulse is not just keeping you alive, it's sending electromagnetic waves into the universe every second, shaping your fate. But are those signals empowering or enslaving? The choice is yours. Because when you enter heart-brain coherence, you're not just thinking your future, you're feeling it into existence. That's when the impossible becomes inevitable. In the next part, I'll show you how this heart field can even link you to others, creating quantum entanglements that allow your energy to influence events, people, and outcomes across time and space. You're not just shaping your reality, you're bending the field that connects everything and everyone around you. This is the part that sounds like science fiction, until you realize it's quantum fact. Quantum entanglement is a phenomenon where two particles, once connected, remain linked, no matter how far apart. Change one, and the other reacts instantly. Einstein called it spooky action at a distance. But this isn't just about particles in a lab. It's happening inside you, right now. Your heart and brain create energetic imprints that can become entangled with people, places, and timelines.
Ever think of someone and suddenly they call you? Ever walk into a room and instantly feel the vibe without anyone saying a word? That's not intuition. That's energy transmission. Your biofield is interacting with theirs. Your thoughts are crossing into their field and theirs into yours. This means every time you feel strongly about something, love, fear, anger, gratitude, you're broadcasting ripples that affect others whether they know it or not. Energy is not private, it's collective. And here's the mind bomb. The version of reality you live in is influenced by the dominant emotional field around you. Stay surrounded by fear, and fear becomes your baseline. Surround yourself with vision, confidence, high-frequency people, and your field begins to elevate, not by force, but by resonance. You don't just shift by thinking different. You shift by tuning into a different collective frequency. That's why transformation often begins when you cut toxic energy and align with higher fields. You're not leaving people behind. You're stepping into a timeline where only those who match your frequency can follow. Your energy is not just yours. It's a transmitter, a receiver, a resonator, and every second it's either strengthening your reality or letting others hijack it. In the next part, we'll expose how most people unknowingly sabotage their energy field and how you can lock in your upgraded frequency for good. Changing your energy temporarily is easy. Locking it in permanently, that's where 99% of people fail. Why? Because they treat energy like a mood, not a muscle. They feel empowered after a video and fall back into chaos by morning. But here's the truth. Energy is a practice. And like any practice, it needs rituals, repeated actions that train your nervous system to live in a new vibration. You don't rise to your goals. You fall to your habits. So let's give you habits that hardwire the frequency you want. The first is morning energy activation. Before you touch your phone, sit in silence. Close your eyes. Breathe in for 5 seconds. Hold. Breathe out for 5. Repeat 3 times. Then say, I am energy, I am the field, and feel it. This simple pattern tells your subconscious, today I command the quantum. Second, embodied visualization. Choose one outcome. Wealth, clarity, love, power. Spend 60 seconds feeling what it's like to already live that life. Not wishful thinking, emotional rehearsal. The more vivid the emotion, the stronger the field. Third, energy cleansing. At the end of your day, release low frequencies. How? Movement, sound, water. Shake your body for 2 minutes. Hum. Take a cold shower. Imagine static energy draining away. These reset your field. Don't sleep in old energy. Fourth, frequency journaling. Each night, write down, what frequency did I live in today? What emotion dominated? If you don't track your state, you'll revert to autopilot. Fifth, conscious immersion. Cut the content, people, environments that anchor you in the old timeline. Energy is contagious. What you surround yourself with becomes your default. Want to stay powerful? Live in a field of power. These aren't cute routines. They're neurological programming. Your energy isn't just emotional, it's electrical. And your habits determine your output. Most people never lock it in because they rely on inspiration instead of installation. But not you. You're creating a new baseline, a new set point, a new gravitational pull. So the shift doesn't come and go. It stays. In the next part, you'll see how even science now confirms these ancient rituals, proving that energy control is not just real, it's inevitable. For centuries, ancient mystics were mocked, called fools, dreamers, or worse. But now, science is catching up, and it's validating everything they said. Energy manipulation is not imagination. It's measurable. It's repeatable. It's real. Start with the HeartMath Institute. They've proven your heart creates the strongest electromagnetic field in your body, up to 3 feet beyond your skin,
and that this field changes based on your emotional state. That means when you shift your feelings, you shift the field. Your entire energy pattern reorganizes. Then there's Dr. Bruce Lipton, who demonstrated that your beliefs, what you feel to be true, alter your genetic expression. That's right, your DNA responds to your emotions. That's not magic, that's epigenetics. Dr. Joe Dispenza has shown in live experiments that people in deep states of coherence can change brainwave patterns, hormone levels, even cellular regeneration, all from focused emotion plus intention. Ancient breathwork meets brain science, and it works. Roger Penrose and Stuart Hameroff discovered that microtubules inside your neurons behave like quantum processors. Meaning, your brain is not just reacting, it's interacting with the quantum field. Your thoughts influence matter. Rupert Sheldrake's morphic field theory confirms that memory, intention, and consciousness extend beyond the body into a shared energetic web. What ancient sages called the Akashic field, science now sees as a connected information field. Even quantum physics agrees. In the double-slit experiment, particles change behavior when observed. That means consciousness shapes reality, the very foundation of all energy control. All of this proves one thing: the ancients weren't primitive, they were advanced. Their rituals, breathing, intention, movement, sound, were energy technologies. The mantras weren't superstition, they were vibration codes. The mudras weren't symbolic, they were energy circuits. And you now stand at the intersection, where mystery meets method and faith meets fact. You no longer need to choose between science and spirit. You are the convergence, you are the evidence. And in the final section, you'll be shown exactly how to live as this new human, one who bends energy and reality on command. But first, if you've made it this far, comment "Reality is fluid" below. Like this video. Subscribe to Mystica Nexus and prepare, because what comes next will not just inform you, it will transform you. You were never meant to obey reality, you were meant to rewrite it. Everything you've seen in this video wasn't theory. It was a map, a system, a doorway. And now, it's open. So the question is no longer, can you change your life? The question is, will you? You hold the code, the breath, the frequency, the command. This is your time to remember who you truly are, an energy being cloaked in human skin. So take action. Comment "Energy Mastered" below. Like this video, subscribe to Mystica Nexus, and join thousands reclaiming their ancient power. Because the next video, it won't just explain energy, it will teach you to command it with your breath. The shift has already begun. Let's finish what we started.